just never know what women are thinking. Because it's just like they say one thing and they mean another thing, and they're like, do this, and then, no, don't do this. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I was just hurt from my previous relationship. I think I still was dealing with a lot of unforgiveness and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, I felt like she respected me at the time, and I had a lot of respect for her. And so I just didn't want to, like, say something and then she'd see me off.
There's drama. Then there's whatever this is. You know when someone says they've moved on, but their actions scream the total opposite? Yeah, that's the kind of emotional ping pong we're witnessing right now between Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and, somehow always in the middle, Hailey Bieber. And while it might seem like just another celebrity soap opera, there's something deeper lurking beneath the surface. Something raw. Something real. Something kind of heartbreaking. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Because when a man who says he's in love with someone else can't stop reacting to his ex's every move, you have to wonder, is it about love, regret, control, or all three? Let's unpack the chaos. Grab a snack. This is going to be a wild, emotionally charged ride through obsession, healing, shade, and the public unraveling of something that maybe never really ended. Once upon a time in a not-so-distant Hollywood galaxy, Justin and Selena were the couple. Tween hearts beat faster. Paparazzi flashes chased them through every phase of their on-again, off-again saga. But the thing about first loves? They don't always fade quietly. When they finally called it quits, for real this time, fans were exhausted, but emotionally invested. Their connection had depth. It wasn't just about fame or matching outfits. It was the kind of tangled mess you get when two people grow up in the spotlight, under pressure, and inside each other's trauma. So when Justin suddenly married Hailey Baldwin, literally months after the Selena finale, the internet shattered like a cheap wine glass. Was it a rebound? Was it real? Did Justin ever fully heal from Selena? Or was he trying to prove something? To her or to himself? And here's where it starts to get uncomfortable. Ever notice how Justin only seems to post something cryptic or passive-aggressive when Selena's in the news? Whether she's launching a makeup line, talking about mental health, or holding hands with Benny Blanco, Justin, or worse, Hailey responds in subtweets, Instagram stories, or curious coincidences. It's subtle, but not really. Example? The moment Selena posted about her new relationship with Benny, Justin posted a black and white broody selfie with a vague caption like, "Not everything is what it seems." Come on, that's not a coincidence. That's a digital mic drop. And Hailey? Her shady likes, sudden TikTok trends, and conveniently timed content often feel like calculated pot stirrers. As if she's not just watching Selena, she's monitoring her. So you start to wonder, are Justin and Hailey happy in their own bubble? Or are they obsessed with popping Selena's? Let's talk about Benny Blanco. Producer. Foodie. Goofy vibe. The man who makes Selena laugh. Which, let's be real, she needed after the emotional trench that was her past. Benny's not flashy. He doesn't need to prove he loves her by posting a million pictures or starting Twitter wars. Instead, he shows up. He supports. He protects. But even Benny has limits. According to those oh-so-reliable insiders, Benny is done. Done watching his girl dragged into the same chaos. Done watching Justin linger like an emotional ghost. Done watching Hailey play chess with Selena's peace of mind. He's reportedly confronted Justin, or at least let it be known that the obsessive behavior needs to stop. Selena deserves better. Her healing isn't a battleground for unresolved feelings. And Benny? He's the shield now. And he's not afraid to use it. Here's the thing, Selena has tried to move on. In fact, she's spent years in therapy, opened up about her bipolar diagnosis, talked candidly about emotional abuse, and rebuilt her life piece by piece. And just when she finds calm, boom, drama. Whether it's a weird award show moment, a resurfaced interview, or an Instagram spiral, Selena's name always seems to get dragged back into the vortex. It's like trying to clean your house and your ex keeps sneaking in through the window throwing glitter bombs. There's only so much peace you can protect when someone refuses to truly let go. Let's rewind to some of Justin's past interviews, the ones where he talks about feeling hurt from his last relationship. Where he says things like, "I didn't want to do something and then have her see me out doing something else." That doesn't sound like someone over it. That sounds like someone haunted by the idea of being seen as wrong, of hurting someone he possibly still cares about, of struggling with the guilt of knowing that maybe, just maybe, he left something unfinished. And while we can empathize with regret, there's a fine line between feeling sorry and acting obsessive. If Justin is still looking at Selena's every move, still reacting, still passive-aggressively throwing shade, then healing hasn't happened. At least not fully. You know a situation's out of control when the fans are begging for peace. Selena's supporters have rallied around her like a digital army. They've trended hashtags, called out shade, and created safe spaces for her online. Because they see it. They see the subtle jabs. They notice the pattern. They hear the silence between the words. And they're done pretending it's just harmless celebrity drama. They're asking the same thing we all are. Why can't they just let her be happy? Let's give her the benefit of the doubt for a second. Maybe Hailey isn't trying to shade Selena. Maybe she's insecure. Maybe she knows that Justin's emotional past with Selena runs deep, and that no matter how many rings he buys or vacations they take, part of him will always wonder what if. And that has to hurt. Still, insecurity doesn't justify passive aggression. Especially not when it's directed at a woman who's done nothing but try to heal. If Hailey truly wanted peace, she'd stop with the cryptic content and start showing real maturity. But instead, her timing remains a little too perfect. Always posting right after a Selena win, always curating just enough shade to spark headlines. Coincidence? Doubt it. Let's not forget Selena is thriving. Not surviving. Thriving. Her career is popping. Her brand is booming. Her relationship with Benny is filled with inside jokes, low-key affection, and that beautiful sense of safety she never had before. And yes, there are rumors. Of rings. Of wedding plans. Of finally stepping into a love that doesn't require suffering. For fans who've watched her journey, this moment feels like a collective sigh of relief. Like, finally. But lurking behind this joy is always the whisper of drama. And it's not fair. Here's the million-follower question. If Justin is so happy and content, why is he still so involved? Is it regret? Ego? The fact that Selena has truly moved on and it stings more than he expected? Sometimes, we don't miss the person, we miss the version of ourselves we were with them. Maybe Justin sees Selena shining and feels a deep, aching what if. Or maybe he's realizing he let go of the one person who really knew him. And now it's too late. That kind of regret doesn't go away with a new house or a luxury car. That lingers. And festers. And, clearly, gets projected on Instagram. At this point, we're all tired of the triangle. Tired of the shade. Tired of watching Selena be the punching bag for someone else's unresolved issues. She's not your ex-girlfriend. She's not your rival. She's not your emotional dumping ground. She's a woman who has fought for her peace and is finally starting to win. Let her win. Let her plan her wedding in peace. Let her love freely. Let her post silly TikToks without needing to decode the fallout. And to the people still watching her every move, maybe it's time to look in the mirror instead of her feed. Have you noticed the pattern? Do you think Justin's behavior is just old emotions bubbling up? Or something deeper? Is Hailey being unfairly blamed or subtly fueling the fire? Drop your thoughts, your theories, or just your love for Selena in the comments. Let's keep the conversation real, respectful, and open. Because this isn't just about celebrities, it's about how we all heal, love, and hopefully move on.